is a derivation of the equation for a circle. And you start here on the circle with the center at some point h comma k. Here's your radius. Goes out to some point on the circle at x comma y. We don't know where it is, so we call it x and y. H comma k, those are constants. Those are numbers you would know. Now, what happens is, here's your distance formula between any 2 points in a coordinate plane. Square root of x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. In our case, the distance d, we're going to call that r, because it's our radius. And it's the square root of the difference in x's, so x minus h squared, plus the difference in y, so y minus k squared, gives us this equation. All you do then is square both sides. So squaring r, you get r squared. You square the left side, squared goes away, and you have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is r squared. So given hk and the radius, as the center and the radius, so this is our formula given the center hk and the radius are. Here's some sample problems. Okay, here's the center, here's the radius, so we write it as x minus 3 squared plus y minus 11 squared is equal to 2 squared, which is 4. Note that there's minuses in the formula, so we have minuses here. Now when we get to number 2, it's going to be x minus negative 5, so it becomes x plus 5 squared plus y minus 0 squared, so that's just y squared, is equal to 15 squared, which is 225. For number 3, x minus 6 squared plus y minus negative 6, so that becomes y plus 6 squared, and rad 7 times rad 7, or rad 7 squared, is just 7. Okay, now for something like this where we have a center and we have a point that it passes through, there's a couple ways to do this. First of all, we know that if the center is at 0, 0, it's x minus 0 squared, so that's x squared, y minus 0 squared, y squared is equal to r squared. We just have to find r. So let's just plug in these numbers. So we've got negative 2 squared, which is 4, plus negative 4 squared, which is equal to 16, is equal to 20. So r squared is 20, so it becomes x squared plus y squared is equal to 20. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Now for number 5, same idea. We would start off with x plus 2 squared, because it's x minus negative 2, plus y plus 2 squared is equal to r squared. Again, I plug in this point. So negative 2 plus 2 is 0. When you square it, you get 0. Negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. When you square it, you get 4. And so r squared is 4. So finally, I just rewrite this, but with 4 here. So that will be my equation. Okay? Skipping down to number 7. If the diameter is 12, the radius is going to be 6. So that will be x minus 5 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 36. Now, inputs of the diameter, this is an important one, but let's do number 9. It's a little bit more challenging. If we have the inputs of the diameter, we can find the center by doing the midpoint formula. So that is, you add the x's, so 2 plus negative 6 is negative 4, divide by 2. Add the y's, 6 plus 0 is 6 divided by 2. So our center is at negative 2 comma 3. So it's going to be x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to r squared. And then it's just like the problems I did in 4 and 5, where we take either one of these points and we plug it in here. So if I take the 2 comma 6, 2 plus 2 is 4, and I square it, I get 16. When you take 6, 6 minus 3 is 3 squared, you get 9. So r squared is equal to 25, and so I just put the 25 right here, and I've got x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 25. Now going down to number 10, now we're looking at the opposite way. You have to think of this as x minus negative 3. So it's a negative 3. This is like y minus negative 5, so negative 5. So that's your center, and your radius is the square root of 25, so your radius is 5. Now, for something like, say, 13, for 13, what we should do is multiply the 2 to the other side, these 2's, and so we have x minus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared is equal to 16, so then our center is at 3 comma 5, and our radius is the square root of 16, and the square root of 16 is equal to 4. So our center is at 3 comma 5, our radius is 4. Now, as far as graphing this sort of thing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You go right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You go left 4, which would be over here. And then you just try to draw horizontally through the top and bottom, vertically through the left and right. So there's horizontal, there's vertical. So that kind of thing. It's a bit rough, but basically we plot the center, go up, down, left, right, and try to draw a smooth curve.